Usually when you see someone with a C6 5-star character, you will be thinking, yeah, another day, another whale, right? Well, what if I tell you that this particular person was Volty, someone that spent a little bit over a year and a half saving Primogems until he finally hit 100,000 free-to-play Primogems, and then proceeded to wish for Frina and her constellations all without spending any money. Yep, that was actually me a few years ago. But I am starting yet another Genshin account, which happens to be my most ambitious series yet. I will have the next 100 days to farm 100,000 Primogems. To make this series more fun, I'm also challenging you. If I am not able to successfully get 100,000 free-to-play Primogems before the end of 100 days, then I will have to swipe a certain amount of Primogems on another Genshin account. And that amount is fully up to you to decide. Based on how many subscribers I gain throughout the next 100 days, I will have to swipe exactly that many Primogems. So yeah, it's up to you to decide how much I will. My main goal for this 100k in 100 days series is to ultimately pull for C6 Skirk. With Genshin's silhouette tease basically confirming her, I will be attempting to wish for all of her constellations. So taken from my previous Road to 100k series, in order to save up 100,000 Primogems, I will have to save every drop of Primogems that I gathered throughout this account. And since I'm planning to C6 Skirk, I will also save all of my intertwined fates. To make this challenge a bit easier, this time I will be able to wish on the standard banner to hopefully get some other characters to help me out on this account. I know what some of you might be thinking. Volty, is this challenge even possible? I mean, getting 100,000 free-to-play Primogems with a time limit of 100 days seems like it's destined to fail. While you might be right, Genshin Impact has come a long way since the game was first released 4 years ago, with hundreds of hours of content released over the years. There are currently 6 major regions unlocked in Genshin, with hundreds of more quests to experience, and hours of exploration to go through. So this made me curious, if I complete 100% of what Genshin Impact has to offer, and do all the version events while I'm at it, how many Primogems can I possibly obtain? Here's hoping I can complete 100k in 100 days. Starting out on a brand new account, I'm instantly tasked to make a hard decision. I have to choose between the two twins, and most importantly, my name. What should I name myself though? My Road to 100k was Volty with a 0 on it, but I'm not sure, like, Volty maybe? After thinking about it for a few minutes, I thought of this. Maybe V100. V100 symbolizes how many days I have. Maybe every day I'll just change my name. Maybe I'll just start with V1, I guess. V1T. That's how I keep track of my days. Volty and a 1 changes every day. Oh, okay, so like this. Volty, and then the I guess, well, is 1, and then it'll become Vol and 2T, I guess. Yep, I'll be changing my name every single day. All the way until the 100th day, when hopefully I'll be able to achieve 100k Primogems. And also, in order to complete this challenge, my goal is to get 1,000 Primos every day. Just so you know, I will stream this account on my Twitch stream. And once I unlock co-op, I had a few viewers join me to help me farm for Primogems. So if you want to be a part of this journey, or just want to help me out in general, feel free to stop by my Twitch streams while I'm live. Anyways, I was going through my beginners quest line. Someone in chat asked me, Volty, you're starting another account? Yeah, so right now I'm just skipping the story since I did this a bunch of time in the past. They even asked me, how many accounts do I even have? I don't know, I lost count after like 50 or so. I remember when Genshin first came out back in 2020. I created new accounts just to reroll for Venti, the first limited 5-star character in the game. And after my 36th account, I was able to get Venti and Mona on the same account. So my very first Genshin account had a team of Venti, Mona, Xiangling, and Fischl. So throughout this series, I will be asking you guys a secret question in each video. So if you see this, feel free to discuss down in the comment section below. Today's secret question is, what was your first Genshin Impact team that you have? Anyways, we met Amber in the outskirts of Mondstadt, and also got our first character for this account. Okay, so this account doesn't have any restrictions on who I can use, so I can freely use Amber. For a brand new account, Amber being a bow and a pyro character is one of the most important starting out, so she will definitely contribute a lot on this account. After completing a quest and getting an achievement, I made my way to Mondstadt. Before I could continue the quest, I ran into an issue where my account just decided to stop moving. Wait, what? Why can't I move? Huh? I can't even press escape. Wait, is my keyboard working? What? Oh, I can move now. This was actually bad because it took precious time off the clock as I was rushing the prologue for something that I'll mention later in the video. Anyways, after getting unstuck, I continued through the quest and gave the Volent a nice little back massage.
an answer from
Wow, I just got 1% of my primos for the day. 10 Primogems is 1% of 1,000, which is my goal for the day. After chatting it up with Jean and Lisa, I finally unlocked what we've all been waiting for. Genshin's notorious wishing. So I checked my mail and was able to claim 10 acquainted fates. On this account, I am allowed to use those fates to hopefully make my life easier. After some debacle, I decided to go with a standard banner. I will only get a 4-star this time around, unfortunately. I'm just hoping it's not a weapon. I just want a character. And I believe the standard wish don't have any pity for weapon or characters, so this is gonna be risky. My first was, of course, is a weapon. That kind of sucks. And it's also like the risk of pulling standard because you don't get a character for sure. Oh well, I guess Amber will have a new weapon. This was probably the worst outcome since the sacrificial bow doesn't benefit Amber all that much, which will make starting out a bit harder. Anyways, I continued on through the Amber domain, and she is already coming in handy. I scavenged for all the chests in the domain and cleared the domain easily. Afterwards, I collected some animalculi that I came across and worshipped the statue. I went through the Mondstadt region, unlocking as many teleport waypoints as possible, while collecting chests that I came across on the way. I also encountered this. Oh wait, I got lucky here. I got a unusual ritual here. It's actually a boss battle for me because I can't one-shot it. But like, do I get any achievements for getting killed by him? Or anything? Let me test it out. It was actually huge that I was able to encounter one so early on in the game. Because this means I'll be able to get an achievement and also some adventures EXP points. I'll just kill him to get achievement. Achievements will definitely be more important for me now. Get one for struck by lightning and kill. Oh, where's the boar at? Alright, I have 2 HP. Let's just get bored to death real quick.
maybe I wasn't.
After getting bored to death, I went on to the Lisa domain. This domain was pretty straightforward. We just had to defeat some enemies, do some parkour, and I got Lisa as a reward for completing the domain. Last but not least, I headed into Kaia's domain. His domain was also the same for Lisa, as I just had to get rid of some enemies, do some parkour, and complete the domain. We successfully calmed down the weather in Mondstadt and got our free Kaia. At this point in the game, we're basically locked behind Adventurers rank. So before we could move on, I just went around Mondstadt opening chests, and even doing some world quests, which helped to level up my Adventurers rank. I went through some of the story quests in Mondstadt, starting from the Amber's gliding license. This quest was mostly just a test of your gliding skills throughout Mondstadt. Have I done a Sonic Easter egg on Mondstadt? What's that? What's a Sonic Easter? No! Let's see. Raptor? Welding here. Wow, that's fast. Before I moved on, I took this chance to level up my characters. And then level up my characters to 20. Don't think I can ascend them yet. Nope. Books are actually so scarce during this time. I went through the quest domain, defeated a baddie, and completed the quest. Next, I started Kaia's story quest in the Knights of Favonius headquarters. For this quest, I had to find some chests on top of the windmill and solve a cryo monument puzzle. After that, I went into a hidden domain. The domain was super easy as I just had to fight some enemies and in the end, a ruin guard as well. After completing the quest, I worshipped the statue and got to AR10. AR10? Yup. This means that I can also claim the 10 acquainted fates. Okay, I got another 10 acquainted fates again. So, another tempo I guess on a standard wish. Who wants to redeck and see if we get a weapon with character? So let's see. Finally a good healthy Gamba. What if I get both? Okay, if I get both, then it'll be whoever I get first will be the one that counts. For character, I don't even know who I want. I mean, I think a pyro character early, like jamming, might be good. We'll see. Anybody that's like recent 4-star would be nice. Oraron maybe. But that will be good. Razor? I mean, Razor's okay. Oh, he got a weapon as well. So the one that counts is character. Razor is a decent early game option, so he'll definitely be able to help me progress through the story. Since I got to AR 10, I can finally continue the Prelude Archon quest. I found Venti in front of his statue and teamed up with him to steal the Holy Lyre. Unfortunately, the Fatuis got to it first, and we got blamed for stealing, so we had to retreat into the Angels' share for refuge. Here, we met up with Jean and started a plan to retrieve the Holy Lyre back. I headed into the Fatuis' hideout and got to try out Diluc as a trial character in this domain. There were some enemies in this domain that I had to fight, and even the final boss. It was pretty weird seeing elite monsters such as a Fatui agent being a boss in this domain. But I guess in the beginning it made sense, as technically I was just starting out. But with my experience, I got through this fight with ease. After getting the Holy Lyre back, I purified it, and headed out to look for more volunteers to purify. On the way, I encountered a Ruin Guard, who is infamously a newbie slayer. Little does the game know, as someone with almost 5 years of Genshin experience, this fight was a breeze. While continuing the quest, I encountered my first rain. Oh, it's raining here. Can I get struck by lightning then? Since getting struck by lightning gives me an achievement, I tried my hardest to get hit. What? Oh no! I didn't get it. But I guess I have skill issues. Is getting struck by lightning all just luck or something? No, it's still far from me. Oh. No! It's so far. I can't even get to it. Wait. There's another one? I kid you not. I was trying my hardest to get struck by lightning. But this was actually impossible. I feel like Inazuma would be way easier to get struck by lightning in. I need the rain to stopping. It stopped! Anyways, I found more volunteers and even found a domain. I opened up every chest in here and got a few more adventurers EXP. And in the end, we had to defeat a Pyro Abyss mage. Ooh. That explosion was like the one that did the most damage so far. I traveled to Star Snatch Cliff and we failed to wake up the Valen. Afterwards, I completed Act 2 of the prologue. Since I reached AR 12, I can also start doing my daily commissions, which is a huge source of Adventurers EXP and extra Primogems. I also completed a few chapters in the Adventurers Handbook for some extra EXP and rewards. So at this point of a game, let's see how strong my team is by fighting our first ever leyline. So early on in the game, artifacts aren't really as important, but they still provided some damage boost for my team, so I decided to reconfigure them for some of my characters. After that, I got to AR 15. This unlocks a pretty important quest with Lisa, which will reward us with a lot of adventurer EXP. The beginning of this quest was mostly just talking, so you can understand how sore my finger felt from skipping all the dialogue. After a certain point, we finally got into a domain. Inside, it was mostly electro puzzles that we had to do that were fairly easy. I also had to defeat a bunch of slimes before I could complete the domain. This quest actually gave a lot of EXP, and I was able to reach around halfway to AR 16. I continued on doing more quests and opening chests. I also stepped foot onto Liyue for the first time ever, and went around doing some exploration. But I guess I haven't been to Liyue for quite some time, because apparently I have skill issues trying to unlock a chest. What? Oh, this one is the one with Geo Traveler. Okay. So I gotta get it up there very fast. No. What? So I don't want to change my Traveler to Geo just yet. No. Bunny, please. Please. This is actually annoying. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go get that one. I was also finally able to unlock co-op as well after reaching AR 16. Because of this, I decided to invite my viewers from my Twitch stream to my Genshin world. We ventured around Liyue for a pretty long time, collecting a bunch of chests. I'll be streaming this series live on my Twitch channel until my 100 days is over. So if you ever want to help me out with farming and just do some general co-op, make sure to stop by my Twitch streams. Again, shout out to everyone that joined my co-op world to help out since it made farming more efficient. But yeah, with a few hours of farming chests, I was able to get to AR 18 by exploration alone. With that, I returned to Dawn Winery to start my last act of the Mondstadt questline. First, I had to get rid of the Abyss Mage, and Kaya was able to take care of it quickly. After that, there were some habitual enemies. Why are they running away? Come back! Hello? Seriously? Just healed up? I finally unlocked the last monster statue of the 7. On top of the Storm Terror's lair, I got a luxurious chest. Next, we had to gather some prisms scattered on the ground in order to remove its barrier. After doing it for 3 times, I was able to remove all of the barriers and proceeded to the final fight. We basically had to chase the Volan around while dodging some meteors. After depleting the Volan's HP bar, we could then fight the Volan himself. This fight was also pretty straightforward and easy, especially since we also had a trial Volty to use. After he went down, I tried to defeat the Volan before he could stand up again by throwing everything I got on him. Wow, Volty does so much damage! No! No! I was so close. Well, unfortunately, it was not enough, but I was still able to wrap up this fight in the end. Doing the Mondstadt questline was honestly a bit nostalgic, and sets a tone for Genshin Impact as a whole. After completing the quest, I was able to reach AR 20. Wait, what? What? Wait, I got scammed! I got scammed! Well, I'll let you know what happens in my next video. Anyways, I checked my Primogems count, and I got a whopping 1,751 Primogems. This was actually really good, since it surpasses my Primogem quota for the day. You see, in order to hit 100,000 free-to-play Primogems in 100 days, I'll have to farm an average of 1,000 Primogems every day. So make sure to join me on Twitch to follow this journey along. If you have any suggestions for this series or any tips for farming Primogems, let me know in the comment sections below, and I'll shout out your comments when I use your tip, for others to also take notes off of. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.